Finally, a personal note. After 18 years, this is my final Fox News Sunday. It is the last time, and I say this with real sadness, we will meet like this. 18 years ago, the bosses here at Fox promised me they would never interfere with a guest I booked or a question I asked, and they kept that promise. I have been free to report to the best of my ability, to cover the stories I think are important, to hold our country's leaders to account. It's been a great ride. We've covered 5 presidential elections, interviewed every president since George H.W. Bush. But after 18 years, I have decided to leave Fox. I want to try something new, to go beyond politics to all the things I'm interested in. I'm ready for a new adventure, and I hope you'll check it out.
Fox media mogul Chris Wallace dropped a bombshell on viewers this week when he announced his resignation from the network to head to rival channel CNN. This truly shocked the media ecosystem, with many media figures caught completely blindsided by the move. While Wallace kept it respectful and tame, viewers across the country can't help but wonder what this means for Fox, as Wallace was perhaps the only moderate host left with any real credibility. Bradley P. Moss asked the million-dollar question, writing, "Without Chris Wallace, who is left from the straight news side at Fox? Anyone?" And Mehdi Hassan asked, "For years, defenders of Fox have pointed to Chris Wallace on Sunday mornings as the only evidence that they're not a far-right propaganda channel, and that they do actual journalism too. Now they've lost that fig leaf as well." Wallace's position at Fox was clearly a defense the network used against calls that its hosts were right-wing liars with strict Republican political agendas. And now that he's gone, it raises the question as to how the network will challenge those claims going forward. Or maybe they just won't. Many are speculating that the move is happening because of the network's seeming refusal to cover the January 6th legal proceedings, with Wallace thinking some at the network may have been involved in its organization. Speculation has also been growing, specifically in the case of text messages sent between network hosts and Mark Meadows. But as he moves to a new network, it's important not to let CNN off the hook for its own dubious hiring strategies. At the same time as Wallace will be joining CNN, a right-wing Trump staffer will also be joining the network. Alyssa Farrow was a Trump staffer who worked right up until December of 2020 and started her career writing for her father's news site, WorldNet Daily, a platform infamous for starting the birtherism claims that plagued Obama's administration. It's also important to remember that Wallace wasn't a shining beacon of truth at Fox all the time, as he had plenty of missteps, notably when he totally lost control of the first presidential debate in 2020, which left Trump totally steamrolling over Biden in what many called an embarrassing, disgusting event for our country. But on the other hand, who can forget Wallace's great interview with Donald Trump just before the election, when he repeatedly fact-checked the president in real time? At least 55 lies were spewed by the former president, and Wallace refuted almost every single one. Good or bad, the network will definitely miss his voice. Thanks so much for watching. You can follow me on all platforms at Caro Johnson 917.